Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I got a chance to try out this AMG UH1. So this is a holographic optic. Okay, so normally I work with red dots, most of them hollow sun. So today I got a chance. This is actually my second time working with this. I just don't remember so much from the first time. Today I got a little bit more. I mean, I didn't put a whole lot of shots through it, but anyway, I just want to give you guys my opinion or my thoughts, initial, kind of like my somewhat initial impressions with working with the holographic, right? Because it's a true holographic, not a red dot. On the reticle itself, I mean, it is a little grainy, which is typical of holographics, like including EOTech. It's grainy, so that's to be expected. But the thing that kind of caught me by surprise is at one point I was just trying to check the zero on this, and a lot of times people will say that like stigmatism is not an issue. So what I mean, like, usually with a red dot, like if my head's like not in the perfect position, I will instead of seeing a dot, I will sometimes see like a starburst. I can usually fix it a little bit by moving my head, and I you know, the interesting thing is with the holographic, right? And again, this is the AMG UH1. That starburst is still there. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, and it is a little hard to distinguish, I think, between the graininess of the dot versus the you know, the starburst. But it's there, and I shot it both with the magnifier and without. Actually, let me get, the last time I shot this a few minutes ago was without the magnifier. Hold on, let me get behind this real quick, like one more time without, because I shot it with the magnifier. I want to take a quick look without the magnifier. Hold on, I'm going to pause you guys. All right, so I'm here looking behind it. So the interesting thing is, let me see if I can line this up so you guys can see it. There you go, you kind of see it there. It's kind of like, it's not a 2 MOA dot, it's probably a 1 MOA dot. When you take, oh, hold on, let's see the focus. We can get the focus right. See if I can get it from back here. So it looks more like a 1 MOA dot versus a 2 MOA dot. Because it's so small, when I'm looking at it without the magnifier, I barely notice the graininess of the dot itself. Okay, I only see the graininess really when I got the magnifier on it. And as far as the starburst, because the dot is so small, it's like a 1 MOA dot, and I'm not going off the box, I'm just kind of basically going, you know, be just looking at it, knowing what a 2 MOA dot is. I can barely see the starburst because it's a 1 MOA dot. However, when I move my head a little bit to the sides, it's there. I mean, there is a tiny little bit of a starburst there. So just my, again, in this kind of my second time impressions, is I think the second time I'm using this optic. That is, like I said, is not mine, belongs to somebody else. Yeah, I was a little surprised with the starburst effect. It's a little bit, but it's there, especially when I use the magnifier. And this is the let's close you up. That's the Vortex Micro 3X. So anyway, that's all I want to say. I haven't worked with this for a whole lot. I have not really messed around too much with the buttons and stuff like that, just other than the plus and negative. And there's also a nice night vision setting there. And obviously, as you guys can see, it's enclosed. But yeah, initial impressions, you know, people say there's usually no starburst with holographics, but I think I see some. Okay, talk to you all soon. Hey everyone, one more thing I'd like to add with regards to that holographic. When my friend got here today, the battery was dead. Okay, so and he had just checked it. He said like a couple of days earlier. So holographics, you know, holographic optics are battery hogs, and I experienced it firsthand today. Normally with the red dots, you know, especially the hollow suns that I use, solar powered battery backup, that's almost never an issue. Even if the battery is running out, it'll do the blinky blinky, or if it's completely dead, you still got solar power to work off of. So, you know, it's been a long time since I went to an optic and it was just like completely dead. Okay, so talk to you all soon.